Special delivery! Yours truly, Posty Baby here as always. Hi there, mealmates. Hi. Hi. I thought to myself, I had many thoughts. And in my thoughts, I thought, what if I played Mr. Saxo Beat? And then I thought to myself, yes, that is exactly what I need to do with my life. I also may or may not be adjusting things because I'm realizing I need to just... There we go. Ah! I'm brilliant. Hi, meal meats! Hi! Did you know I trudged through the dangerous cavernous... danger cavern of life, of not having Wi-Fi? It was scary. I don't like not having Wi-Fi. Don't cut me off, please. I'm not addicted. It's just a passive love, okay? It's like a side love hustle. I can't take it away. How are meal meats, by the way? How's everybody? Are you all thriving today? I hope you're all thriving. Oh, I gotta say hi to everybody. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see. I see Carl. I see Cage. Oh, I saw Phoenix earlier and Devi. Hi there, mealmates. I also saw, who else I see? Jasper. I saw Jasper. Oh, hi, Reese. Hi there, mealmate. I hope you're thriving. I'm so happy. It's so nice. I love yapping and sitting here. Yapping. Also, I have a buddy next to me today. I kind of forgot that I could trigger that or that the buddy existed. So, I actually kind of also forget how to make the buddy go away. So, I have a friend. Look at the little guy. Monsieur. Look at Monsieur. Wow. I'm so smart. I give a magic toy box to show. Wow. It appears I survived, barely, with the skin of my teeth. Wait, is that how the saying goes? The skin of my teeth? How does the saying go again? It made sense in my brain, okay? You can't shoot the messenger. It makes sense in my brain. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, baby, did you see my fan art? No, I haven't. Oh my gosh. So when I had my what's it called? First off, thank you, by the way. If you're talking about fan art, oh my god, what? Thank you. That's whoa. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just had no Wi-Fi, so I was like trying to desperately look at my Discord in between the times when I had like connection working on my iPad. Because I have it set up where for me, I make it so certain platforms have certain thingies, so otherwise I can have unhealthy attachment to social media. So I was really sad because I couldn't actually access my Discord or anything properly without the Wi-Fi. And it happened. But I want to see it. I want to see it. It's so cute. Where is it? Where is it? I want to see it. Yes. Yes, that's the saying. It means barely without any margin since teeth don't have skin. My teeth don't have skin? Why not? I feel like it'd be kind of funny. You see? If I had skin right there, you see my teeth? Right there. I feel like it'd be perfect. Then I'd have sensory on my... No, well, you kind of have sensory on your teeth anyway. So... I feel like that'd be okay. Maybe. I'm having thoughts. I'm quickly learning that my inside thoughts are funny, but I'm not supposed to always say them out loud. I don't know where to put it. My brain doesn't know where to put my own thoughts. Agreed, super cute. I saved it. Where is it? Wait, I gotta find it. Can somebody ping me if it's somewhere? Where is it? I need to see now. Where is it? I'm late to the party. I'm sorry. My car broke down. That's another thing, actually. My car did, actually. This was a week for me. This was definitely a week, but I survived. It is now going into a new week. More surviving. More thriving. Profit. Mm-hmm. It's in the art channel. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm scrolling. Wait. Oh, I love this song. Oh, hold on. Picture postcards. Artistic postcards. Oh my god! 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 Look! Oh my god! Mailmates, I bet you wish you were in the mailroom Discord right now to see it, huh? Yeah. I know, you're wishing you could see how cute this is. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's so cute! It's so cute! Oh my god! 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 Look at the face! Look at the face! Look at what's in my mouth! It's a bag! Oh my god! I love it. I love it. My cheeks are going to start hurting. I have to, oh my god. I'm good. My cheeks just hurt from smiling. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ow. Oh. I'm good. Sounds like a week, BB. Glad it's ending. Me too. It was a week. I almost thought I had to spend $1,000 on my delivery car. I don't have $1,000 to spare like that, man. That was scary. It was scary. It was so scary. But I survived. So, you know, less money to lose. This VTuber bottle. I can read. I have literature skills that I've developed over the course of several years. Did you know that? Did you know I can read? I can read your sentence very clearly and perfectly, and I do not stutter on my sentences at all. Why would I ever stutter on anything in life? I would never ever stutter on talking at all. Do you hear how well I am articulating my words as they are coming out? Yes, I am not impulsively talking. I mean, yes, I am impulsively talking and hoping I do not stutter, because I would never ever stutter in my entire life. I do not know what you're talking about. This VTuber model looks so British. Thank you. Or is that meant to be an insult? If so, no thank you. But I appreciate it. I used to be able to do a British accent. I don't know if I can still do it. I gotta be so for real. I used to. Like, I used to be able to do both British accents, by the way. Like the Cockney and then the other one. The proper one. I used to be able to do both. Now, I don't know. I don't know now. Although sometimes I go into accents when I'm talking to myself. Yeah. I feel like everybody should try accents once or twice in their life. I think it'd be kind of funny. Mailmates, what kind of accents do you like to mimic? Ooh, who likes to mimic the Australian accent? Who? Nobody? Just, it's not me, I'm too shy. I get like, oh my god, no, if I have to mimic an accent, if it's Australian, that's my kryptonite. You know what I mean? It's, yeah. It's scary. It's scary. I love the Aussie accent. Me too. Me too, actually. Once upon a time, I met somebody who had the mix of an Aussie accent alongside a British accent, alongside, like, vague American undertones. And it was fascinating, because it's like 3 accents in one, and it sounded so cool. It sounded so cool. And, like, that person could absolutely do, like, a straight-up American accent if they wanted to, but their natural accent and pattern of speech was just a combination of 3 different regions. It sounded so cool. It was so unique. It was really cool. I liked it. I never met them again, but I met them once in my life, and I think about it sometimes. But I'm not actually good at any accents. I just do bad impressions. It's a bit of a vocal stim for me. See? Exactly. I feel like everybody has a vocal stim of just doing accents from time to time. And sometimes you gotta look stupid, but that's okay. We like stupidity. Yeah. Stupidity. Yeah. Oh. Oh no! Cleo! I don't know how to do it, but yes. I don't know. I used to watch Mako Mermaids. That's it. I wasn't watching the H2O, just add water. I was watching the Mako Mermaids. That's the one I would watch back in my day. Oh, Betaruga! Hi there, mealmates. I'm thriving, and also in the sky, you will see BB today. It'll be a BB cloud. So that's what's up. A BB cloud in the sky. Ah. Wow, imagine seeing my face in the sky. Wow. I don't know. That feels like I should deliver out of an airplane. Mailmates, I should drive an airplane. Wait, do you drive an airplane? Is it ride? Steer, steer. I should steer an airplane. I will steer an airplane. I will take the airplane's wheels, and I will steer it. And it will be mine. And it will be my little airplane. My. Anyway. Oh, hi there, Cyber Tiger. Hi there, Meal Meat. I hope you're thriving today. I also hope you like airplanes. Fly a plane. Yeah, that sounds more accurate. Yeah. I can totally talk about flying and driving and steering. Don't you technically steer an airplane though? Isn't that something you do? I'm wondering. Can you technically stare? I can stare down an airplane. I could do that. Where do I find an airplane? Do I hear an airplane? I hear an airplane! The universe has gifted me with an airplane. I hear one. What are the odds? I've been gifted an airplane. Where'd my music go? Oh, thank you. It's back. I have been gifted with the holy airplane. The universe said, baby wants a plane. Here it is. And then I hear the meow. I heard it. You didn't hear it. That's why I had to do the audio thing of it. Meow. That sounds like an airplane. Or does that sound like a... What does that sound like? I don't know. I thought it sounded like an airplane, but now I'm thinking it sounds like a car. Wait! No! The roses! Wait, I thought it was working. Hold on. It's on. See? It's on. It just looks funky. But it's on. Why is it not working? Somebody throw a rose. Somebody... Me! I throw a rose. I forgot I could do that. I send a rose to myself. Why? Why? Mailmates, I think it's being anti-mail courier again. I have to fix it again. I think it has to be another off-stream fix. Because this happened before. Remember, Mailmates? I was trying to do it last time, and it broke last time too. And then I had to fix it off-stream so I'd get it back next stream. I'm so sorry. I know you love throwing things at me. I know you like hitting me with head things. Like bonkers. Invisible roses trying to find the baby cloud in the sky. Yes! If I was a cloud in the sky, please do not impale me with your airplane. That would hurt. That would be a death. That would be just a phase. Get it? It makes sense. It's logic brain to logic in the brain. It works. In my deepest soul to ever soul, it works. The soul stum. Soul. Mailmeets, I have a question. Mailmeets, my question is this. Should I play a game today? Or should I draw? Oh wait, I'm like, oh, do I talk about no, I forgot. There's a poll system. Hold on. I forgot. The plan. Games. And then that one. And then that. And then I am not being nice. I'm only giving you those 3. There. I win. Wow. Now you can vote like it's free economy estates. That made more sense in my head. Ooh, tea. I forgot. That is hot tea. I forgot. Don't clutch hot tea cauldron with hand. Hold it by handle. Not good to cold. Hold by hand. It's evil. If it's destruction, games are the best way to go. For destruction and yearning, yes. Yes. I agree. Explosions. Yes. Oh, hi there, Star Knight! Hi there, Mailmate. Welcome back. I'm happy to see you. And an Insane Raider, hi! Welcome back. I'm so happy to see Mailmates. Hi. Hello! You know you're just in time for the poll system because we're a free ecosystem. Our ecosystem is free in the sense that you get to vote for your rights in knowing what BB is doing. What does BB do? I don't know. I want to do Teenage Dirtbag. I think I did a Twitter post about that actually. Sometimes when I'm really not sure what to post on Twitter, I'll just post my inner thoughts. And my inner thoughts include that I want to be able to do Teenage Dirtbag. But I want to do it in a higher key. And it's, yes, a profit. Oh, also, Mailmates, I've picked up the hobby and habit as if I don't have enough on my plate because, yeah, I do a lot. But as if I don't have a lot on my plate, I decided that I would like to begin this one funny little habit of learning the ukulele. It was very fun. So that is slowly also happening in between everything else, as if I don't have many things that I work on. I don't know. I feel like it's just a good idea to, just go like... You know what I mean? How are Mailmates today, by the way? Has anybody conquered a whole hill yet? Like a hill. Like the man of the hill. Has anyone done that yet? Oh, speaking of learning things, I've been learning Latin. I swear it's gonna make me go more insane. Latin's not easy, but it is really good to learn because then you get to learn the roots of so many different languages, and learning all the other languages gets infinitely easier because you're learning the Big Papa Bear, basically. That's what I believe anyway. But that's really cool. I used to have to sing in Latin. It was a time. Oh my gosh, I had to sing so much in Latin. Oh my god. I just got war flashbacks. Latin. Whoa. Back in my day, I used to sing Latin every weekend. Sounds cool, right? Learning Latin is really fun and rewarding though, because then you get to transcribe the Iliad, you can transcribe the Odyssey, you just get to also have fun with rereading, I guess, old stories and kind of make your own interpretations of it. That's really fun in my opinion. I really, really want the book, The Journey to the West. I want to read it. I know like everything, well, not everything. I don't know how it ends, kind of intentionally on my purpose. But anyway, I really, 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 really want to read The Journey to the West because I just like quote unquote know it. You know what I mean? Like I know everything, but I want to read it and experience it firsthand, you know? And so eventually I want to get like the big novel for it. And I'm like, one day, one day. My investments must go other places first before a book, but I want it so bad. Ugh. Oh, I'm also thinking of learning Old English so that I can read Beowulf. Yes! Oh my gosh, reading Old English is actually really hard. I tried that once upon a time. it's it's definitely something. They take out like most of the vowels. There's like hardly any vowels in Old English. It's like me. I'm like, what? How am I supposed to read this, man? It's just vowels. Like, where my vowels go? It's like they hate the word O. That's not a word. The letter, I mean. It's stuff like that. But they love TH a lot. They also love the letter Y. I don't know why, but they love the letter Y. Mm-hmm. It's definitely something, but it's fun to learn, honestly. Like, just to the sake of learning things so that you can eventually consume and understand more stories is totally, in my opinion, that is a noble sacrifice to make. Listen. For the sake of a good story, you know I'll hustle for it. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how it is. It's mine. Old English you have to read as it's spelled. It helps so much. Yes, that's true. You have to kind of say it out loud almost. And then it'll make so much more sense. But you kind of have to say it out loud. You know what I mean? Doesn't Welsh also love the letter Y? Why? I think so. Actually, I don't know that much about Welsh. That one I don't know much about. But so words are spelled more phonetically? Yeah, they are. Because if you like even look at Shakespeare and like reading Shakespeare and stuff, you can kind of tell that it's meant to be spoken more than it was meant to be written. So it's hilarious also when people start to catch on to that when they're watching the plays or whatever, because they're like, oh, Shakespeare's so boring. Shakespeare's lame, whatever. And then they'll actually like, watch the play the way that it was intended to be consumed. And then they're like, wait, I see it now. Wait, that joke, it actually lands. It's a joke about flipping people off. Oh, now I get it. Oh, it's a joke about the inappropriate thing here. Oh, I get it. That's all Shakespeare is. That's why it's so much easier to just watch it, because you're not going to get it half the time. Like if you're trying to read it and analyze iambic pentameter, oh my god, that is not. It's meant to be memorized and spoken out loud. It is not meant to be read at all. I mean, you can, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's kind of like the curriculum for a lot of people. But it is absolutely just... just watch Shakespeare. Don't... You can read it if you want, but it's easier to just watch it. Oh, hi, Cassette! Hi there, Meal Meat. Are you thriving today? We're kind of sitting here and yapping. We were yapping about Shakespeare and Old English a second ago, and a little bit about Beowulf. Actually, I do want to read Beowulf. You know what I want to read? And I was listening about, but we don't have like the full story for it. It starts with a G. It's one of the oldest stories, oldest legends in history. It's a go, gee, goo, gee, ga. The epic adventures of Gilgamesh. Yes. That's what I want to consume that. That's what I want to consume. Oh my god, I can't wrap my mind around iambic pentameter or dialectic hexameter. No, it's so It's so hard. Like, I've had to memorize iambic pentameter. It is not easy. Like, ready? I will pull out iambic pentameter. I will read a verse right now. Right now. Where's the best poem? Ready? This is iambic pentameter. Oh my god, why am I doing this to myself? Okay. Not from the stars do I my judgment pluck, and yet methinks I have astronomy, but not to tell of good or evil luck, of plagues, of deaths, or seasons' quality. See? It's from Sonnet 14. Google told me. But you can tell, just like from me talking it and like saying it out loud, it comes out so much more easily than me having to actually read that. Like, it's easier for you because I read it for you. But if you were to read, like, the death has an R in it for some reason. I don't know why. It just does. I don't know why, but you know. You know, it'd be hilarious if somebody has to like play Elden Ring. Which, by the way, Mailmates, if you want to see me play Elden Ring, I do have that. I can start playing that. That is on my list of like potential games. But I would think it would be hilarious if someone were to play a game that's difficult, like Elden Ring or something along those lines, and then on the punishment wheel, they have to read a verse of iambic pentameter while playing a boss in their next attempt. Like, I think that'd be hilarious because it's like it captures the energy of Elden Ring, but it also just like, you know what I mean? It would be such a pain. The Epic of Gilgamesh, yes! I really, really wish I could read that entire story because it's one of the oldest stories, if not the oldest story captured in literature. And way back when, the scholars used to be the people, like, they used to rewrite it over and over again when they were practicing. So you'll know it was good. Or good in quotations, you know what I mean? Oh, hi! Hi there, Mealmeat. I'm happy to see you back. I feel... Are you okay with being called an Omega? Or is that... Do you want me to call you Primus? This is just a very fair question. Because in some contexts, being called an Omega is not the best. I'm trying to say this in the most say-so way I can. Do you prefer Primus? Or do you prefer Omega? I'm just asking because I'm being respectful, okay? What do you want me to do? You want me to go back to reciting iambic pentameter? Is that better? Or do you want me to start singing Justin Bieber's Baby? Because you've got both going on right now. I don't mind, it's up to you. It's mainly a mashup of Transformers. I had a feeling. I absolutely had a feeling. Because I saw Primus and I was like, oh yes, that's giving Transformers. But I also know the internet. And I know internet culture. So if I just randomly call you Omega, I will be clipped out of context, calling my chat, my Mailmates, Omegas. And that does leave an impression. Let me tell you that right now. That leaves 1,001 impressions right there. So, you know, I don't mind because I know what the context is, but I am also like, out of context. I will say Primus so that the world does not know your secret. How about that? Baby, some people accept that they're Omega, you don't. I'm just BB. I'm a B. Literally, it's the B. You know, you have the A and the O. You know what I've got? The B. B for boobs. The B. Yes. I don't like that Baby was playing the entire time during that conversation, by the way. That disturbs me. Oh no, I understand. Don't worry. I'm glad. I was like, how do I explain this? Sometimes it's just entertaining to watch a streamer dig a deeper hole for herself. It's just a little bit funny. What can I say? It's a little bit hilarious. It's a little bit goofy. It's a little bit silly. Did anybody know what the result of the poll was, by the way? I conducted the poll and I didn't look at the result. I just got really distracted. My bad. Oh well. It probably wasn't that... it's fine. Omegaverse stream when? Never! That's when. Never! Draw and game. Yeah, my left hand's for drawing, my right hand's for gaming. That's exactly it. You're right. I could do that. I feel like if I tried, I would, like, have an explosion, but the explosion would be happening behind me, and it would be a very intense battle. In all seriousness, I feel like an Omegaverse stream would be absolutely hilarious, because I could absolutely... because it's writing, right? Since it's writing, doing that would be so easy to just analyze Omegaverse. Like, I could... It would be like cake. It would be a cakewalk for me. But it's not say so I cannot. But it would be so easy. It would be the easiest thing ever. It would be so easy. Yes, it's a mashup of Omega Supreme, a Guardian, and Primus, the god of Transformers. Yes, I had a feeling. I know a little bit, very, very little about Transformers, but I know enough about, like, you know, memes and stuff. So I was like, oh, this sounds right. Oh, that's what won the poll, so I don't know how you do that, but if it can't, it would be... I have to do both now? Okay, I'll figure out how to do both, I guess. We could play Hangman. Mailmates, how would you feel about playing Hangman? That combines it technically. Technically, we could play Hangman. How long has it been since you played Hangman? Analyzing Omegaverse, sometimes the low-hanging fruit tastes the best. That's true. I could analyze the crap out of it. And it's funny because there wouldn't be any crap involved. Because that's where you get cleaned. But anyway... My mealmates stress me out. Did you know the ad wars are coming in 5 minutes, by the way? Congratulations, you're going to be hit with the ad wars. The ad wars are coming to your location. Hasta pronto. The prontos. The prompt of the toes. Toes prompts. Prontos. Bum bum ba na 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 na. You know, I saw this one video on Twitter that was like, oh, this is the VTuber humor. This is the VTuber humor of, like, today's generation, whatever. And then she was, like, mimicking all the different things, like, in a cringy way, right? And I was like, wow, I'm glad I don't do any of that. And then all of a sudden, she just starts making noises, and I'm like, damn it! I was doing so well. I don't make any of the specific, like, feet jokes. I don't make any of those jokes. Blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, it's because I'm making noises. But that's because I do that in general. It's not just because, like, oh, no. I make those noises in general when I'm en route. Anybody who knows me knows I make those noises. It's just because it's how my brain works. It's how I operate. I'm always making noises. I keep accidentally going da-na-na-na. Anytime I make anything and buy anything, I go da-na-na-na. Because I see the little receipt going up. And that's it. It's just my brain going, oh, now I should make that noise. I should give a sound effect to life. That's all I do. And no, apparently I hit that. Okay, fine, Twitter, if you want to call me out for being quote. Anyway, long story short, I was in the clear until that point, and I was very, very perplexed with my life and existence. And it made me wonder, was I doomed to be a VTuber from the start? Was that my fate? Was that what I was meant to be? I feel like it was. An anime girl on the internet. With this voice? Are you kidding? It's so funny. Actually, I was talking to a pen pal not so long ago, and I swear my pen pal had no idea that my voice could get as high as it could. So, like, my pen pal goes, "Oh yeah, your voice is pretty high." And I'm like, "Yeah? What if I got higher?" and then I might have hurt the pen pal's ears a little bit, but it was worth it, so it's fine. It's fine. They might not be like kids, like over here, or like worse, but somewhere around here actually. So it was kind of funny. I'm sorry if I stressed you out, by the way. Oh no, you're okay. Don't worry about it. If it was a legitimate issue, I wouldn't have made it into a joke. I wouldn't have made it into a joke. You're okay. Don't worry about it, Mailmeat. You're okay. Baby talking about, nope, I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I don't know what you're talking about, Devi. You're always the one talking about that stuff. Oh my gosh. I'm not. I am here and I am the problem. Yes, you are. Anyway, it was destiny. Yes, to be a male lady on the internet. I always deliver. I always deliver. Okay? You know, I'm trying to think about how to pull out my drawing tablet for drawing and stuff, because I just realized I don't remember the ports of where to plug in the drawing tablet. What if I just turn it on? What would happen? It has power, so apparently I did plug it in. I don't know what's going to happen next. It says it has no signal, so that means my HDMI port is not where it needs to be. Thanks to VTubers, I now think of feet every time I hear the dogs, so who let the dogs out? Yeah, look at that. Situational humor at its prime. At its prime. I think the world is full of situational humor and irony. It's just that everyone is so uptight that they can't see it half the time. And that's a problem, because that takes out a lot of whimsy in the world. And you know what? You need more whimsy in your life, man. You really need more whimsy, so fix that, and have whimsy, and understand that it's not that serious. It's never that serious. Have fun with it. Listen, if you get concussion, first off, I'm sorry for your loss if you get concussion, but second off, consider, did you get concussion in a funny way? Did you get hit with an anvil? Did you bonk your head on a corner of an avalanche? I don't know if you can do that. But I'm just saying, that's what I mean. It could be kind of funny. It could be kind of funny. Did you know in writing, one of the core elements of what happened and came first was mostly drama, and comedy came after drama, because in drama there is comedy, but there's also always comedy when it comes to somebody's drama. And you might not realize that, but then you think about it, and you think about all the jokes that exist in the world, and you're like, wait a minute, she's right. Comedy is birthed from trauma and drama. I'm just saying. Me giving the speech to those in the cans. No, stop it! No, that's so bad. No. You know exactly what I mean, though. You know exactly. Oh, the ad words. You know exactly what I mean. I have to figure out how to turn in my thingy. How do I fix that? Help. 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 How do I don't want to go down there, man. What if I unplug? Mailmates, I should have thought this through. Okay, plan of action. I go undercover. I go down deep in down there. Right. I find the HDMI port. I take out the HDMI port. I put in the right HDMI port. I profit. And I win. Thoughts. Now the question is, should I be unmuted for it? I feel like it'd be really funny if I was unmuted for it, but at the same time, that is a little mortifying. Hmm. End credits playing right now is ominous. You know what's also ominous? The idea of not being able to read or hear my chat when I'm like down under and trying to fix HDMI ports. That's just a little bit scary. Hey, you won't burn down the place if I do that, right? I feel like you would. I feel like you specifically, Mailmate, would. I feel it. I feel it. Unmuted, do it. I feel it in my bones that this is a mistake, but I will do it anyway. I can't even get off my chair right. Oy. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, where is this point? Where is it? Okay, wait. Oh, it's a blood. Wait a minute. So if I do this, and then I do this, what does that do? Oh, everything is over there now. Wait. Oh, wait. It works. It works. Wait a minute. 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 Wait. Profit. Wait. I know I'm telling you to wait 10 times over. It's okay. You can wait a little bit longer. Wait. Huh? Magic the Gathering. Who said that? Magic? I'm gonna make a man out of you. My manliness will out-manly to manly. If we had to compare our manliness, I would win, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. Can you tell with how excellently I am doing my job of delivering and... Wait, how do I... Oh! Wow! I'm discovering things! Hey, Mailmates, what's today's date? Oh, thank you, Mailmates. I think I know today's date. Da. Ah! Okay, wait. We're so close to the end. We are almost there. We're so close. I just have to save it. And then heed my every order, and you might survive. For the roots of war. Is that the words? I don't know. Somebody tell me. Keychains. Too many things. Help. ASMR keychains. Okay, that's enough keychains for you. You don't get any more keychain privileges. Okay, wait. So close. I'm so close to the end. I'm so close. Did you know my drawing tablet broke, by the way? I'm like vaguely sad about it, but I'm pretending it doesn't exist and maybe it'll go away. But it's a little bit broken. Maybe. Just a tiny bit anyway. It's not that bad, I hope. I mean, it could be worse. Why are there so many wires? Hello? Hi? Hello? Okay. Wait. Okay. Wait. I'm so close to the end. I just have to get up. Get up. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. I'm back. I win. Oh my gosh. I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Oh my gosh. That was rough. That was really, really rough. That was... oof. I might have almost tripped over some wires, but it's okay. There was just a lot. I could probably organize it better down there, but it's fine. I think. Mailmates, I made my drawing... It's fine. I'm having many thoughts in my brain. Like a lot. Like it happens to me at rapid fire rate. We're going up, up, up in a moment. You know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh, oh, bop, 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 bop with our voices. I am kind of excited because, Mailmates, I have something to tell you. I have a secret. Mailmates, I have gotten better at drawing. Recently, I've gotten better. And I'm excited. There's a voice 2020. There's more, I promise. It's just for some reason I always likes to play the old songs, okay? I'm sorry, I can't help that. I can't help that I like Peak. If you don't like Peak, that's up to you. That's your problem. I like Peak, okay? Okay? Okay, I'm so glad we understand where we're at. Okay, Mailmates, I think I think I'm set to transition to the other thingy. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? I hope it shows up. Ah! I didn't think this through. Oh my god! Oh my god! That freaking killed me! Oh my god! Oh, I need to breathe. Oh my god. I did not get a good breath for that. I gotta be so honest. I swore I was seeing stars. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. We've successfully transitioned. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, that killed me. Okay, wait, you can't even see. Hold on, I gotta make it so you can see the music that's playing, like what songs are playing. Hold on. Oh yes, the most iconic song to ever iconic song, of course. There. Okay. Mailmates, do you like it in that top corner, or should I move it somewhere else? Let me know. And then we'll have you guys down there too. Okay, there we go. Now everything's set up. Oh, wow, you got the lungs of somebody who plays an instrument or swims a lot. You know, I used to sing a lot, so that's probably... But thank you. It's probably because I used to sing a lot. Like, a lot. So now my lungs are like powerhouses, but they're kind of out of practice. Also, thank you for the tea time. I really need a drink. I really need a drink after that. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta go build a cat tree, but have a good rest of stream. Oh, have fun! And thank you for dropping by as always. You're the best. You're the best. Let me just get me sipped real quick. Hold on. Numa, yay. Numa, yay. Numa, yay. I just freaking chugged that. Oh my god. Okay. I think I can breathe again. I think my breath is big. I think I also just chugged tea. And I did not choke while chugging, so that's amazing. And now, Mailmates, are you ready for my delivery? I'm pretty excited. I haven't, let me make sure my mic is good. Okay. I haven't drawn on stream in a while. I think I haven't drawn on stream since the start of the year, actually. But, I have been doing it a lot recently, like just a lot of practice with art and stuff. Because I want to get better! And I am, kind of. Am I that tiny in? Oh, I am. I'm like, why is the line so big? What if I draw a heart for everybody? Heart! And then what if I color in the heart for everybody? Heart! Heart! Heart. Heart. What if I drew another heart? What if I drew 5 hearts? That's 4. 5! Aren't those amazing hearts? Isn't that like your heart of hearts? Reza breshka, numa numa ye. Numa numa ye. Numa 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 ye. I don't know the words of this song, by the way. Yay. Reza breshka, numa numa ye. Numa numa ye. Numa 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 ye. Polevsky, Laversabri. By a way of a Sophie Carrier. My drawing tablet's like, draw a circle, lady. Draw a circle, that's the earth. Draw a circle, that's the earth. Draw a circle, that's the earth. Where this Italia? Draw a circle, that's the earth. Draw a circle, that's the earth. Draw a circle, that's... Ting tang, wow, bing bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting tang, wow, bing bang. Oh, hi there, stars! Hi, Milmy, and good morning! I hope you're thriving today. Sometimes it's nice to have a good, lazy morning to start out life, you know what I mean? We just got started with drawing. I'm pretty excited. I'm also kind of nervous, actually, now that I'm talking about it and doing it. I'm like, nope, nope. But it's okay, it's fine. You don't get to see how shaky my hand is. The witch doctor, I told you what to do. I told the witch doctor, I told you what to do. Oh, I don't like how thick this is right now. No! No! I don't know why he gave me that. Wait. Okay, I like that one more. I like this one more. Ting ting wah wah bang bang. Doctor, you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he told me this advice. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ooh ah ah. I have an animation that I want to draw with this song. Actually, it's so funny that this one started playing. I loved a millions like you were a Meisner, and I admit it wasn't very smart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A guy that's so much wiser. He told me the way to win your heart. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Mailmates, have you ever written or read something recently that you really enjoyed? Sometimes when I'm really bored, I'll just start reading fanfiction. Because I feel like fanfiction, it's a good grounds for people who want to get into writing and are actually really incredibly talented creators, but they're like, you know, too shy to post or share their own works. So what they do is they make fanfics. And I just love reading and consuming and supporting the little baby creatives. I think that's also true with fan art in general. It's like, you know, people who are oftentimes too shy to actually, you know, share their stuff, like their story ideas and concepts. So what they do is they just kind of hang out. How sus is this fan fiction? Oh, the one that I was reading wasn't that bad, actually. It was... Why is this song playing right now? Anyway. Oh, thank you! Oh my gosh, Primus, thank you! I have to swap. Yes, thank you for letting me swap categories. Oh my gosh, thank you. Just... No. And then I'll read the rest of chat. Sorry, I just saw that in the split second I looked up. And I was like, wait, switch categories. That sounds very important. Wait. Magic. What's the fox say? Oh, so anyway, back to it. It was just like one of those stories where it was a reimagining of the canon verse. and not like reimagining, but like you get to actually. It was basically the creator was going, oh, this wasn't covered in the actual series, but I'm writing it as if it could have been in the series. Like the in between. Like basically, the filler arcs of stuff. And I really like that. I love when people do stuff like that. Because, I know. I have to remember how to use the software. But, like, I love stories, especially like that. This is just my warm up drill, and I'm like being a perfectionist about it. Anyway, da 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 da. You're welcome. It's nice to help. Don't worry. Thank you. You're the best. Mailmates are the best. I love mailmates. Mailmates are amazing. No, I was saying something. Mailmates, you keep distracting me. What was I saying again? I forget now. Oh, I wonder what kind of what would happen if I drew this nose. Normally I draw a different type of nose, but I'm just curious to see what that looks like if I draw that nose. So my notes recently have been talking about making my noses longer because it makes it so other things pop more in the face. But it's also kind of hard for me to do that because it feels weird. Because I kind of was, I don't know. I was always just not doing that. You know what I mean? Like it feels so weird to see that kind of thing. But it's okay. What do you say? Oh right, I was talking about fanfics. Yeah, so I think also it's something that's really funny, and this is something that does exist in the industry, by the way. They do these things where you do mock-ups of like what an episode could be in a given series, and that's a legitimate way for you to get hired as a writer, which is hilarious because if you realize making a mock-up of a given series of like what something could happen, like an episode could be, that's basically oh my gosh, whoa, thank you. Thank you, what the heck, Carl, thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you. That made me feel bashful. Thank you so much. That Aw, I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me know if you want me to draw something specific, Carl. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh, Collier. Collier. Call. Have you been here before? You know what? I can tell you something. I've been in your mailbox before, so maybe that's why. I think you visited your mailbox, mailmate, and you found me. I was mid-delivery. I am so sorry, but not sorry. It's called I Always Deliver, buddy. In other words, hi there, mailmate. I hope you're thriving. I want to raise the nose a little bit, because that is bothering me. Okay. Just a little dinero for the cause, thank you. It'll go to editing and stuff, so I really do appreciate it because I was wondering how it's gonna not to be like totally transparent. I mean, I am always transparent when it comes to like creative pursuits and stuff with everybody in the mailroom, but I was trying to figure out how to I guess afford editing because I wanted to keep investing in editing, and my current package is almost so like it's almost done. So thank you. That was really kind of you. I appreciate it. Something that I also really need to study that I haven't studied lately is how people in with the art styles that they have do the chins, because I can do like a chin like this kind of and call it a day. It's a very vertical. I'm thinking in my brain. So note-wise, because I am practicing on stream right now, I can actually write out my notes. So, I have a really bad habit of making everything super vertical like this way when it needs to be more this way. It is one of my worst habits that I have. And I don't know why. So, too vertical again. And usually my notes are this sloppy in my sketchbooks and stuff. Because I don't need to get anybody else to really be able to read it, you know? So if I can read it, that's all that matters to me. But if it were me to redo it... Do we have a liquefy tool here? I don't remember if there's a liquefy tool. Oh well, I'll just circle it. And then I will just scale it, and then I'll do distort. Oh no, distort isn't... It's not distort for this one. I think it's free transform? Yeah, there it is. So you can see the difference instantly the moment that I start to like squash it a little, because that is one of my big habits as a drawer person that's learning how to draw. I just make everything very, very vertical. And I don't know why. It's just what I do, I guess. But it's silly. And then this can be a little bit more. So what's also interesting is that different art styles change the placement of the eyes. So a lot of the anime art style, and this is what bothers me about anime actually, they make it so the eyes are super wide set. Like, if we're talking wide set, I mean, like, yeah, I'll put it on this layer. Like, eye 1 is over here, and it's like a big, cute doe eye kind of thing, whatever. And it's like, well, like, big eyes, whatever. But then this eye is over here, but then they make the other eye all the way over here. And I'm like, why are the eyes so far apart? Like, why? Like, I get it, because then you have the nose here. But, like, that is legitimately how a lot of the anime art style works. It's this huge wide gap in between the two. And then sometimes what they'll do to compensate for it, they'll, like, do glasses or whatever for the character. But the truth is that there's still a huge gap. And when you look at the skull of the human form, we don't have that big of a gap. It's not that big. So having to see that drives me crazy sometimes, because I'm like, why? Also that unaligned eye shape. So the eye shapes don't match here and there. But that's okay. There we go, and then there we go. And then if I really want to... I'm not supposed to treat digital art as traditional art, but I have a really bad habit of doing that anyway. And then you can do that kind of thing. Then we can have the hair. I kind of like doing fun things with the hair, though, I gotta admit. So, like, I like having the hair be kind of meh in the back like this, and then having an accent kind of thing. But ta-da! I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting better at drawing. I'm learning. It's not perfect by any means, but I'm learning. And then this is interesting because since the ear is further behind than I think it is, I often draw this circle nowadays, because I used to forget to do the side circle. And the reason why it's important is because, one, I can see that the side of the plane of the head is like this. This is the side plane of the head. And then this is the front plane right here. Right? Like, you can kind of see that. But this also tells me that the ear is actually all the way back here, and the eye sockets are all the way, like, up here. Which is also accurate to the actual shape of the skull. So the jaw goes down here and does like its whole thing down here in this section. And then this is where the nose is. And then it also like protrudes here on the cheekbone, because that's where the literal bone is. and also protrudes here. It's like a backwards E, by the way. It does like this shape kind of thing in that corner. But without this circle, I was accidentally really flattening my planes. But that's all to say, there. That's all to say that it helps me now. And then what I try to also do is, I'm not sure I'm gonna do it here, but I try to draw the same character like several times over from the same angles so that I can improve my general, what's it called? They call it continuity? Consistency, there it is. I knew it was something with the continuity. Continuity is like kind of a adjacent word to it. So, with me, yeah, me. And next we're moving on. This is kind of low. No! I love rock and roll. There's a dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. And dance with me. I love rock and roll. The jukebox, baby. Love rock and roll. Something that I also really like to do, I like to establish where the nose is sooner than later. But it does kind of give a weird caveat moment where you can establish the nose soon, but it can accidentally scrunch up the face a lot if you don't know how to establish it or where to establish it or why. It can mess up your face proportions because it's such an anchor as well. So it's like it's an either you make it or break it kind of thing. Which is, I also think is kind of funny. But if you think about it and if you look at your own nose, it makes a lot of sense. Like, a lot of sense, actually. There you go. Oh, and something that's also interesting is when it's at this angle, the nose actually tilts a little bit more. And again, this is just looking at your own face, understanding how your face works, why it works the way it was, kind of thing. Looking at faces a lot, actually. Studying and eating faces, specifically. Eating them whole. Something that I also like to do when I'm at this stage is establish where the jawline is. Because I find that the second I establish this, a lot of other things become a lot easier for me. Like, even having this established. But I always mess up this part, and it's because I don't understand this yet. But I want to understand it really badly. I don't understand this part of the face yet. Because I know it's supposed to curve inwards, but it also curves outwards because there's it's a cheekbone, so it's fatty. But some people have like sunken in cheekbones, so then it goes into like inwards and then outwards instead. So it's weird, but it's all because I don't understand how this part of the face works yet. Because I could just cheat it and just do like a very simple line. And this is what a lot of artists do, actually. They don't give that definition. They go like that and then call it even. Like that kind of thing. The wedge, yeah, like the cleft chin and stuff. But I want to be able to do stuff like that because I think it's important to be able to understand and to draw different body types and different character designs. Like, I think that's so important when it comes to creating any character or creating any series in general. You want to be able to create, a wide cast of characters and stuff. Because if you can't, then you alienate not only yourself, but your audience too. Because it's kind of cool to see a series and go, hey, you know what? That character kind of looks like my Uncle Jeff. That kind of thing, you know what I mean? Or you know what? That boss that I hate in this series really looks like my old boss. You know what I mean? And that makes a difference, especially when you're writing those kind of characters. People want to feel represented and seen in the books and series and everything. And it's a natural piece of human nature to want to feel seen and heard, you know? So that's why I'm like, oh, I gotta knock it out. I gotta, really get into it kind of thing. Oh, maybe I'll do this kind of look. Yeah, I'll do that swept look. Yes. Someday, someone in the middle of the night. There we go. Play my songs. So, yeah. Sorry, I hear music sometimes and I just zone out to it. But I also just love learning this stuff in general and then like reciting it to people. So the other day I was telling a pen pal about how to draw hair because I've suddenly like kind of figured out how to draw hair. Like I'm not perfect at it, don't get me wrong, but it makes so much more sense to me than it did say like I don't know, a month ago, 2 months ago, that kind of thing. It just makes so much more sense because it's all just shape language. But for a really long time, I didn't understand that hair and basically every part of the body, it's all just really basic shape language. This is kind of a tall forehead. It's kind of a really tall forehead, actually. I'm gonna fix that by doing this. I just lowered it. It's still a tall forehead, but it's okay. Actually, really, nope, it's bothering me. I don't like tall foreheads. I don't like tall. It's not a stylistic choice. I don't want to have a stylistic choice of a tall forehead. Nope, 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 nope. No. No. No tall foreheads. I will fix this. When I used to watch a show called Code Lyoko, I used to think that the tall foreheads were like, ugh, no, I cannot. Back in my day, we had tall foreheads in kids' cartoons, and I hated it. It's still, like, really tall, but it's okay. It's not as bad now. Because this is still a warm-up thing, so I'm like, whatever. And then where's your ear? Your ear would be right about here, which is another interesting thing about the human body. I don't know if you noticed, but your ear is actually behind your jawline. It's in the wedge between your jawline and the back of your skull. And that's also connected to a muscle. So there's a muscle here that goes down and does this kind of shape on your shoulder neck thing. So, but it's all connected there. I think it's pretty cool. Actually, speaking of this, something that I also like to do when I'm like at this point, I like to actually erase this section because you can kind of get the feeling that that's how that works there. So I don't need to have a line. So, and I like that detail. I like having like the optional jawline there kind of thing. And then obviously you have the hair, which is like more hairy. But I don't like having hair like if I'm doing a very strong silhouette, I try to make it where the evident hair does its thing on the side like that. And then it's a very visually, if I were to put this in like a silhouette kind of thing, you would know who this is and why and how and all that. And then can I get them like a little higher? Ooh, I see a mistake I made. Because I procrastinated for so long on drawing the mouth, the jaw is now really long for the mouth. So it actually needs to be a shorter jaw. It totally is, but I think it always feels like that since the inner ear kind of connects with everything else up front. Yes, it does. It's weird. It is really weird. The human body is so strange. But the truth is that this ear's high. Sorry. Leave when I say I want it that way. Is mine when I say I want. So I'm noticing a similar mistake as this guy, but it's all in the forehead. So like the mistake is here, but I caught it early, honestly. So it doesn't look as bad. But if I had the liquefy tool, but I don't know how to use it on this software, but if I did, I would bring this stuff down a little bit. No. Because then it would make everything else look a little bit more consistent and fluid. This would also have a little bit more fluff over here than what it has because it's a jawline and because this jaw it's smiling, it would be a little bit more filled out over here instead of being it scrunched. So it'd be like, oh, but the ear, then the mouth is right there. Okay. Okay, I did it, kind of. But it'd be a little bit more filled out over here. But not too much too. So this is the part where I'm like, I don't understand this part. And it bothers me because I want to. But it's just my learning curve right now. I don't understand this yet. I don't understand how to draw this in the 3/4. And it's been a big struggle bus for me for a really long time. And I know it's because it's the cheekbone. I don't understand the cheekbone on this side, like right here. I just want to understand it. Okay, I gotta stop playing with it. But yeah. And it's also fun because if you compare these drawings to my drawings at the start of the year when I was drawing these shapes, it looks so different. It looks so different. It's so cool just to see my art progress. So if you see it on a VOD on my YouTube or something, you'll know exactly what I mean. I saw someone do something fascinating with the side profile. And it was, they made this more subtle. And this is meant to be like the break in. So remember how I was talking about how this is an E, a backwards E here? This is also the backwards E. It's the same principle, but now it's fully sideways, so it's a little bit smoother. And then this part's interesting because then you have the lip right here, and then you have the bottom lip here. And everything kind of juts out a little bit, but not too much. But this part, it's just, ooh. I used to draw it like this. Like, I draw it very sharply. And that kind of thing. But I feel like that's not the way to go about it, you know what I mean? I feel like I should be more soft with it. And the cool part is also, when you're experimenting like this, you can kind of see what works for you and what doesn't, and the why behind it. So if I want something softer here, I'll find out if it works for me or if it doesn't, and if I should go back to where it was. But now, you see, oh wow, that's where the ear goes. So that's why we draw the circle for that part right there. Because that's the ear. And then the anime style also tends to make this kind of a big, broad kind of shape. And then my bad habit is I make my eyebrows super forward on this part. So I'm going to try the eyebrow right around there. And then I'm going to try the eye here. This is so hard because you're flattening a 3D shape from the side instead of the front. Like, the front perspective is hard, don't get me wrong, but this is so much harder for me to just nail and get going, you know? Because it's like, you have to really kind of finesse it and play with it a little bit. There. That's not so bad of an attempt. That's not one of my worst attempts, actually. I don't... But something that you can also do and have fun and play with here is actually the nose shape. So when you kind of have an understanding of this stuff, you can have the nose change its shape language. Like that. You see? And it's pretty cool because, like, you can also, like, make the nose go out more, like, give it a big bump here if I want it to, that kind of thing. But that's only if you understand the structure of things and the why of things. Which is also why I think art is so cool, because it really does force you to understand the structure and the why of so many moving parts that you wouldn't normally think about, you know? And I like that a lot. I like that it makes you think and that you kind of have to, like, improve over time and work for it kind of thing. Because don't get me wrong, a lot of people are naturally gifted in a lot of different things, especially when it comes to creative arts. But it doesn't negate the fact that no matter the amount of talent you have, you still have to work for it. You know? If anything, I'm actually thinking that this part's kind of long. Even though logically speaking, it's not that long, but it is kind of long. What's my hair doing here? Okay. That's fine-ish. Oh, yes, it is. It is too long. Okay. So, right here, normally yes, but right now no, because it's bothering me. This part here, with the, oh, oops, with the art style that I have, I don't know. I think this is just one of those things that I'm going to have to look back at this drawing and see my mistakes. This is one of the times where I'm like, oh, I need to learn. I need to learn. But I'll have the opportunity to do that later. I'm streaming right now. There. And there's the other hair strand. And then let's draw the neck, actually, just to have the neck going. Okay. No, the neck would be here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Perfect. And then... okay. So then we'll have the hair go up and over, just like that. And over. Side profile seems conceptually simple, but in actuality challenging. Yes. It is so... it doesn't... for some people, like I said, it does and can come naturally. But for a lot of people that I've talked to about drawing and anything in life, the profile is actually just really hard to nail because you're taking a 3D shape with a lot of complex 3D forms and you're flattening it. And that requires just a lot of effort. Because if you look at it from a conceptual point, and this is why I have my lines for guidelines, we have the first part, which is the 3D plane of the front of the skull. And then I draw the ear placement, which is, if this is the front of the skull, that makes this part-ish the jawline, right? So then what's behind the jawline? The ear. So that's why it's implanted there. But the ear is in the back of the head. The back of the head is another shape. So that's why there's another skull shape, like another circle that we do right around here-ish, because then we get the full shape of the rounded skull. And different people's skulls go different ways, obviously, too. That's the other thing. Some people have, like, massive skulls, like, in the back kind of thing. And that's why you see a lot of creative different head shapes and stuff. But, anyway, then I draw this plane to show the front of the skull. And then I try to draw this sometimes, so I know where, like, the nose is. Sometimes I draw it lower, because then the nose goes on the bottom of it, like that. Because the nose connects with the bottom of the ear. But even this is hard because then after that you have to consider, oopsie, you have to consider that this right here is indented, but this right here is a triangle of protrusion for your eyebrows. But the protrusion continues until it curves back into this plate right here, which is actually your forehead. But then your hair starts right here on your forehead, give or take. I'm talking too much. Hold on, my voice. There. Now you can actually see it too. I didn't realize you couldn't see it. But that's just a few of the shape languages. And then, after that, you still have some... this then, we're talking about different nose shapes and types. Because this could be flat here, or this could honestly just keep going into the nose like that. And the nose is also a triangle. It depends on your nose shape, obviously. But it's a triangle that you can add a circle on top, or maybe it's a square kind of shape because of the nose type, or maybe there's a triangle on top of the triangle. It's just shapes. But then after that, it's supposedly flattens out on the lips, okay? But just kidding, because the lips actually kind of protrude a little bit. But nobody, unless this is a stylistic choice on whether you want to include lip protrusion at that point. And then here, another stylistic choice, it's the fact that the chin does actually jut out, only a little bit though. Just like a tiny bit, like it's a very, very tiny triangle. And then you have it go back again, because it's still a skull, so this guy. And the other crazy part is that if you really want to get deep into it, this can actually go down because it's a hinge. So if you're having a smile, it would go down more. But if there's no smile, it's like that. Isn't that weird? And that's only the front of the face. Again, you're flattening 3D shapes into something that's 2D and easily legible. So then otherwise you have this guy here that goes back there, and then you have the actual, you know, the neck here-ish. And then you have your ear that's like right around here. You see? It gets crazy. It gets crazy so fast. And that's why it's hard to flatten. But the front and the face is just as bad, because you only have one eye to worry about on this one. But for the front and the face, you have to do 2 eyes. And that's why, like, sometimes my eyes look off, so, like, these eye shapes aren't the same. I could have been lazy and just done copy-paste because this is digital art, but I try really hard not to do that because being lazy like that makes it harder for me to learn. Like, I cannot be lazy when I want to learn something, you know? And also, this is only talking about the face. We're not talking about, you know, the rest of the body and how things work with the body. So recently, I've been drawing a lot of, what's it called? A lot of different perspectives with body type stuff. So what I'll do is, I'll have this shape as my head. And then like this guy. And then maybe I want this guy to be pointing, right? So I want, like, maybe I want the chest to puff out this way. And then I want the weight to be on this foot. Right here. And then maybe I want the... Maybe I want it to be like that, right? And bam. Like, maybe I just want this general pose, right? Great. Well, if I want that pose, then I have to break it down into shapes. So now I understand. So if it's this angle, that means that this guy right here... First off, I should draw this middle perspective so I understand where this goes. Then I have to draw this shape of an understanding of this is the upper body. This is the upper kind of the rib cage. Like, this is the rib cage, right? And the rib cage is puffing out, so it's like that. But the rib cage isn't actually the center of gravity for people. For different people, yes. For guys, like AMABs, that kind of thing, they have their center of gravity on their chest, which is a pretty okay-ish known fact, you know? So ladies, AFABs, they have it in our pelvis or like that area. But for the guys, they have it up here. So then if you're having that weight distribution there, you can also kind of influence that into your art. But that is an advanced skill. That is not a skill that I'm not there yet. But one day, one day. So if I want the chin, the shoulder to be up here also, I have to be able to show that with circles and stuff. But something that I learned also is that if you want to have interesting poses, you don't want the shoulders to be leveled. Oh, what's going on at Baby Town? We're drawing! I'm kind of info dumping a bunch of art tips as I'm explaining how to... I'm learning how to draw. But I also think it's really cool and fun to talk about art tip stuff, because I feel like by doing that, I also just learn in general a lot. You know what I mean? Something, the mentee, mentor, because, you know what I mean? The thing that I've been really struggling with lately, though, is the pelvis again, which is weird, because I was doing pretty well on the pelvis, but now I'm like, I don't understand the pelvis again. So I'm like, wait, how does pelvis work again? You can see how, like, I make it into something very simple, like I lose the form in it, that kind of thing. But I don't know why I've been like that lately, where I'm like losing the form in the pelvis. And it's usually when I'm curving it 3/4 like this too. that I'm losing the form in it. And I wonder why. I think it's very strange. I'm thinking that maybe after stream, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to end up just doing a really in-depth analysis of pelvises and why pelvises move the way they do, so that I can get better at it. Because evidently, something about it just stopped clicking for me, which is kind of funny to think about. But that actually happens a lot in art too. Like, you don't think that you forgot how to do something, and then you'll do it, and you're like, oh, I did forget how to do that. Oh, hi, Dizzy! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dizzy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! There we go. Thinking of pelvic tilt now. Yeah, because, like, so the pelvis is also a really complicated thing. Also, thank you for the lurk. Hi! Okay, anyway, the pelvis itself is really complicated, so if I were to, like, draw the pelvis, right? I always draw the pelvis, initially when I first thought about it, I thought about it as a box. Because the pelvis, when you face forward, it does, like, this curve down right here, but then it's like elephant ears. And I remember having this realization, being like, wait, it's like elephant ears? And yes, it is literally just elephant ears. So this is the inside of the pelvis, and then you have, like, the little dip for it right there. That's literally the pelvis. This is your spine. It goes up to your spine. Blah, 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 blah. But, like, that is your pelvis. And then you have your bones that come out this way, and then that's why you have the tubes here, because that turned into your legs. But that's all the pelvis is. That's it. So then, I don't know why, but for some reason, something here, I'm forgetting something in my fundamentals that's making me flatten everything out here. And it's going to hit me like a truck. Like, it's going to be an absolute train wreck of, like, it hitting me and me being like, wow! Because that always happens. But, it always happens. But it'll click eventually, something. It'll eventually click. And then this is a hand or something, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just draw what I see in my brain. That's all I do. Like, half the time whenever I'm drawing without a reference, I go, oh, I see something in my brain, I need to draw it. And then that's a pose. This bothered me so much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's like... You see what I mean? Like, when it's erased in a way, it takes away the form. Like, you can't see. It's very dumbed down. You cannot see what's happening here when you're looking at it. Is it because... Okay, that looks a little bit better, actually. That's hilarious. Yep, that makes a little bit more sense. This is honestly gonna be a little bit more like that there. But ta-da! This is what I'm learning. Oh, actually, I can zoom out for everybody. Oh, wait, maybe I should move that. Hold on. Hold on, mailmates. I'll make it so it's easier to see together. Hold on, hold on. And then I'll look at chat, I promise, I promise. I was just really locked in for a second there. No. There. How's that, mailmates? There we go. Ease. Oh, ads are in 3 minutes! Ah! Hold on. Let me snooze the ads, because I forgot I can do that. How do I... Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. There we go. I snooze it. There we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da! Dizzy, I'm not reading that out loud. No. Oh, I'm sorry, mailmates, by the way. The redeems aren't working for the throwing system, and I don't know why, but it did the thingy again. So I have to fix that. But I'll make it work next time, I promise. I'm sorry. So, ta-da! Mailmates, have I gotten better? Mailmates, will you praise me? Please. Please! Have I gotten better? Huh? Somebody say something. I just thought my rose got completely whiffed. No, it's broken. It's broken. I'm sorry. I was trying to fix it earlier, but I realized it was the same mistake that happened to me last time. And the whole thing with like it was a pain. It was a pain to fix last time, and I had to do it off stream. So I'm like, okay, it's not. Yeah, I just have to wait. I have to wait off stream to fix it again. So I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Boy has banana for hair. Yes! Yes. Yes. Hooray! Oh, now I'm gonna be shy reading chat. I was half joking, by the way. Da. Yes, you're doing great. You're doing amazing, sweetie. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Did I tell you that? Yes. Baby is doing the bestest work. Like the bestest in the whole wide world. Bestest rating-wise? Yes. Always. You're better every time I see your work, and your demonstration of the core bits really shows your burgeoning skill. Thank you! I appreciate it. I always do best by honestly teaching it to others. I'm doing it for myself is hard, but having someone to talk it through and like just explain the core elements of things, I notice it makes me do better. And sometimes people are just like that. A lot of people learn by teaching. I'm one of those people. I'm also kinesthetic, so I also learn by physically doing. So it's like good combo kind of thing. Yes. Oh my god, it's the man in the mirror. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm looking at this in the ways. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. But at the man in the mirror, I'm asking him to change his ways. I'm looking for that. Okay. I'm teaching, yes, exactly. It's always room for tea. Yes. That's a nice skill to have, though. I suck at teaching people things. No, it just comes with, honestly, how brain work. You explain how brain work for you, and it will work for somebody. Ain't it I'm starting at the man? No, I thought it was I'm staring at the man in the mirror. Because you're looking at the man in the mirror and asking him to change his ways, so he's looking at himself to tell him, hey, you need to better yourself. Like, that's the whole point of the song. Right? Am I getting it wrong? I thought that was the point of the song. I thought it was like I'm about to fight the guy in the mirror. No! It's because, like, he wants to be He wants to be better. And the man in the mirror, I wanted him to change. I thought it was starting with, oh, sometimes I think it is. I think it's, wait. He does say starting! Oh, wow, we're all wrong. He does say starting. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh, mailmates, I think we solved it. It does make a change. And with the man in the mirror, I'm asking him to change his ways. In the mirror. I'm staring at the man in the mirror. The most literate here, clearly, yes. We all have the brains. No, I told you, starting as in... No, because you're starting with the man in the mirror, as in you're going to change your ways. Right? Mailmates, I'm confused. I'm lost now. I don't know what's happening. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. I'm looking with the man in the mirror. Na 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 na. make a change. I'm starting with a man in the mirror. And with a man in the mirror. I'm starting. No! Mailmates, I have to be careful. I'll start zoning out to it. No! I can't do that. I can't do that. Mailmates, you gotta hold my hand. Hold my hand. Don't let me fall into the depths and void. Don't let me fall into the depths and void. Mailmates. Don't let me fall into the void. I'm falling for the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Mailmates! Help me. I can't. I'm getting sent into the shadow realm. Oh, hi there, Warwick. Hi there, Mailmates. I hope you're thriving today. Maybe I'm wrong, but I kind of like the idea of being so mad at your incompetence. Dizzy, that's a very Dizzy thing to say. I'm guessing it's that whole change starts with you concept. Yes, it is. Yeah, I can't change without a good fight. Yes. I'm staring at the man. God. Anyway, take on me. One of the best music show movie things in life ever. Life. Oh, you know what's interesting? I just noticed something about my art. This part right here could use more. Like, it needs to be like that, and over here like that. Like, it needs to be like. It needs to be more rounded out this way. Also, why am I brushing? What? Oh. The music video for Take On Me still holds up amazingly well. Yes! Oh my gosh. That's what I was trying to get at. I knew I was trying to get at something smart and intelligent. Yes! The music video for this is incredible. FYI. I don't know if you knew that, but it's freaking amazing, and people should totally watch it if you haven't seen it yet. But I feel like everybody's seen it, so I'm just saying you should watch it. Needless to say. I wonder if they rotoscoped it. Oh, I'd have to rewatch it to be able to tell, because I haven't seen it in a while. But I feel like, yes, maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure, actually. Sorry. Take on me. Take on me. Take me on! I'll be gone in a day or two. Oh, in a day or two. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days more. Mom. Mailmates, I feel like... Okay, I have a question, Mailmates. I have been seeing, like, a lot of content for React content specifically, but I know that with React content, it gets super iffy with, like, copyright and stuff. So I've never actually actively pursued it, especially on streams and stuff. I've only done it, I think, one time, and that was, like, an over-analysis of a short film. But how would Mailmates feel if I were to do that sometime with more React content-esque themes? How would Mailmates feel? Because I know it's an avenue that I can absolutely try to go into, but I've always hesitated because of copyright and the issues with that. What do Mailmates think? I love a good React. Dizzy, you love a good everything with emotions in it. Anybody besides Dizzy loving emotion guy. It's okay, Dizzy. Mwah, happy birthday. I know you love being bullied, so that's my birthday gift to you. Mwah. Da-da-da. So, baby, why did you stand us up last Friday? Oh, my Wi-Fi wasn't working. I was so upset, actually. Like, I had my stream on and everything, and then the Wi-Fi wasn't working, and then I got really upset. And I was like really, really upset. I was just like one of those things where I'm like, man. And then I was grumpy all day yesterday. And now I'm back, so I'm no longer grumpy. So, I win. Yes. Some VTubers, I swear, are 50% plus React content, including on YouTube. Need to see the clickbait mouth open React thumbnail. Just like that. There you go. I got it just for you. I hope that was primed and primmed and perfect for you. That wasn't that perfect. My songs aren't that old. They're good songs. They're not that old. Was looking forward to your stream that day too. I was so upset. Oh my god, I was so upset. I was so grumpy for the rest of the evening. And then I was so grumpy yesterday. Oh my god, I was so moody yesterday. Because I was like trying to fix the Wi-Fi too. I was so moody. You know what I did yesterday? Oh my god, I literally just kept doing physically doing things because I hated that I wasn't doing anything. So I was playing the ukulele, I was practicing drawing for like at least over 4 hours, but that's not also including my ukulele practicing, which was like 2 hours. And then I was also just reading so I could learn how to read and write better. And then I was I was studying content and content creating strategy. Oh my god. I was so grumpy because I couldn't stream and the stupid Wi-Fi made me like such a grump. I was so grumpy. Oh my gosh. I ended the day while watching things because I was grumpy and sad, so I went to watch a good show. When I sulk so hard, by the way. It's really funny. I mean, it's not funny in the moment, but if you look at me sulking, it's like those comical cartoon sulking moments. Like, you can tell. Sometimes I feel like a cartoon character. Yeah. It's a sight to see. I'm told it's funny anyway. What content would you like to react to, baby? That's the thing. I gotta look it up. That's like, I have to do actual research into it, but I never went into it because I thought of oh my goodness, I thought that it would be issues with copyright, so that's why I never like actually, you know what I mean? Because if I tried, I feel like it would get a copyright strike maybe, and that'd be a pain, you know. So yeah. Oh, speaking of a good show, bleh. Speaking of a good show. My brain's not working right now, I'm sorry. Speaking of a good show, I'm planning to go see Project Hail Mary tonight. Have you seen it? It looks so good. I really need to watch it. I saw Michael, actually. Side note. I did see Michael, the movie. I saw that one. But I really want to watch Project Hail Mary. I do really want to watch Project Hail Mary. Yes. You could always make React content based on community suggestions after mods filter through submissions, of course. Yes, please! Actually, Dizzy, I will be talking to you and Jasper and Cage afterwards on that, actually. That's a good idea. That is a really good idea, because I will... I will totally be the type of like, oh, let me just pull this up, and then, blah! And then you see the whole chicken on the screen. And I'm like, oh, okay, yep, I'm seeing a chicken right now. Okay. I am that type. It's terrible. A certified BB bummer. It was. I was. Oh, you should have seen me, mailmates. I was so sulky. Oh my god. I was. Oof. I literally made a depressing sounding chord thing on my ukulele. Like, I started making depressing sounds. Yeah. I was giving myself an instrumental on my misery. This is why you can't let me be a musician. Anyway, and everyone who Okay. Everyone I know has seen it, has loved it, including those who love the book. Yes, I'm in the same boat. I know people who have the book and like and consume the book and eat the book whole, and they also watched the movie and they loved it. Like it's just a really good movie. So I need to watch it really badly. I need to watch it so badly. When I heard the book was the same guy who wrote The Martian, I knew I had to see it. Yes, it is written by the same guy. Yes, and I'm pretty sure for Hail Mary, it's also very exact calculations. Yes. You're making it sound too cute. What, my sulking? I'm telling you right now, my sulking is not cute. I am. When I am sulking, I can be mean. I'm like, again, it's like me just depression in a bottle when I sulk. Oh my goodness! Wait, what's that notification? Why do I have hearts in my eyes? What? Oh my gosh! Thank you! Oh my gosh! Thank you for the sub! Thank you for the Prime sub. That's really kind of you. Welcome to the mailroom. I hope you're thriving today. I was wondering why there are hearts in my eyes. I was like, wait, what am I looking Google Guide for? What's caught my eye? It's you. Thank you. And welcome to the mailroom. You love this song? I also love this song. It's yeah, it's on my playlist. I like it a lot. Although, if I could sing this song, I would. It's just very low. It's like pull you under. Like it's low, you know what I mean? So I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's in my voice type. You know what I mean? I feel like I'd make it too pretty. If that makes sense. There's no greater compliment than people who love the book loving the movie. Exactly! One day, man. I feel like if I really wanted to, I could write a book. I just don't want to. I feel like if I really wanted to lock in and have something good, I could write a book. I just do not want to write a book because that's very tedious. And I have the patience of nothing when it comes to writing like that. Like, my biggest flaw when it comes to writing is pacing, in the sense that I like to make things fast because I get too excited, and you can see how excited I get in my writing. I have to be careful. Like, I always tell myself, slow down, because otherwise I ruin it. The only complaint I've heard is that Ryan Gosling is a bit too pretty, but I mean, of course, yeah, it's Ryan Gosling. Super cute chibi model, thank you! This model is by Muffy. All credits for everything you see in my stream, minus the art. That was me. The art behind me, that's me. But everything else, all credits, it's all on my little channel description. Can't get that gritty tone, huh? Ugh. Was that gritty? How was that for gritty? Was that was it the most gritty you've ever heard? Did I get down and gritty with it? Writing a book is hard, yes. I can't even manage to write more than a short story per year, yes. Like, I know I could do it if I just locked in. I just don't want to. Like, I know I got the patience, like, I have the resolve to do it. It's just not my time to do it right now. I do not want to do it. But would I be good at it? Yes. I would be good at it. I absolutely would be. But that's a lot. That's a lot, man. You know what I mean? I don't like all the rules for modern writing. Give me that multi-page exposition on some random valley or whatever Tolkien did. Yes, exactly. I also feel like I wouldn't follow the rules of modern writing either, because my writing is very character-driven and character-based. So that's probably one of the biggest strengths in my writing. It's the fact that it's character-driven, character-based, and that my dialogues are very strong. Like whenever I write dialogue. My weaker points of writing is probably having to physically write out fight scenes and combat-based moments. Like, I can do it, but I don't have the knowledge of just kind of weaving that into your imagination. Like, I need to practice that a good few... I would say, like, give me a year to practice it, and then I'll have it. But it's not something that I grew up doing, so it's not something that's really in my repertoire. But everything else is, yes. Like, I can write comedy, I can write drama, I can write horror, I can write thriller. Like, that stuff is in my repertoire. Combat writing, though, unless it's like visual, like I can kind of visualize and give you a good shot structure for combat. It's just having to write it out with all the nitty gritty, whatever details. That's what's rough for me. But I feel like I could do everything else. But again, I don't think I also follow the rules of modern writing as much. I just kind of go, yeah, where everything's based on the character, and that's how it works in my brain. If the character would make that choice, then yes, that's where we're going in the story. And then I let my character do whatever it wants. Yes. That's how it works. The majority of my writing experience is with and D&D. So overall... Oh! Sorry, delayed reaction. That was delayed on my part. My bad. Anyway, I rely too much on the reader having the imagination to understand the scene in their own mind. Yes. That's also another word. And sometimes it can be seen as you just trying to write it off so you can get to the good parts. And that's not good. I used to do that when I was younger. I don't do that as much often. I just get too excited, so I kind of just have... my pacing gets weird sometimes because I just get really excited to get to the good bits, whatever. Like, I need to stop and smell the roses. But I also noticed that with my drawing and art in general. Like, as a creative, my biggest flaw is probably the fact that I just go really quickly through things because I get very excited and it's like I get overcome by a spirit. You know what I mean? Sorry. I heard the music and I got happy again. The few times I started to write anything, I've gotten lost in world building and forget to make a story. World building is so important, by the way. So when I do my pilot, something that I was thinking about, have been thinking about for a while now, and what I really want to do, I really want to make it so you're already in the world and you don't... So... some story, it's really hard to pull this off, so I'm trying to figure out a way to actually word it properly. It's hard to pull it off, but basically you get plopped into the world not knowing what's going on, but the reader can piece together what the story behind the scenes is without you having to spoon feed them with like a protagonist that doesn't know absolutely anything. You know what I mean? And it's really hard to pull off because you can alienate oh my gosh, sorry. You can really alienate the reader by not spoon-feeding them sometimes. But if you do it in a way where it's compelling, then you can make it so that you just have it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to spoon-feed them. You can actually treat the audience as the smart people that they can be. You know what I mean? Especially if you have a broader audience. So that's my thoughts. Bring back media literacy. One word at a time. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know how yet. But it's gonna be something. See, I get hung up on the world building. I want to have everything figured out before I even get started. Yes. That's called paralysis also. Yes. How dare I be happy? Ah! I can't be happy now. Oh no. I'm the opposite. I make it up as I go. I have no idea where it's going. Oh, this is actually a writing principle and a theory of writing, by the way. I'll get into it in a second. She's actually 6 feet tall. I'm actually 6'11". Thank you very much. My God, how did you forget the 11 inches? My God. And you would have a lot of experience with those too. My God. Anyway, still little for me. Not when I'm 6'11". She could fight you too. Yeah, buff baby. Yes. Yes. I love you like a love song, baby. I love you like a love song, baby. Sorry. I keep getting distracted with singing. My God. I feel that ultimately I end up there to get anywhere. Yes. Oh, hi there, Convoy. Hi there, Mealmate. I hope you're thriving today. Welcome to the meal room. I was just showing drawing. This is me practicing again. For a long time, Mealmates, you all know that I really want to be able to draw. So this is me studying and practicing and getting better. Yes. I know the entire economic history of Random Village number 7 before I even know the main character's name. So that tells me economic village number 7 will become a major part of the story at a later point. You call that foreshadowing, or otherwise known as, if you want to do this method, Chekhov's gun. I'm just saying. Yes. Sounds like you'd make a good DM, yeah. Hello, goats, doing good. How are you? I'm thriving. See, I got to draw today, so I'm happy. And I got to show how much I've improved. I'm so happy. It's slow but steady, you know. Here she goes, a little too high, a little too low, with no self-esteem and vertigo, 'cause she thinks she's made of candy. Hey, oh, yo, nostalgia kicks in, Robbie Williams, yeah! And back in her throat, you think she... You know, listening to this song while driving en route is amazing. You should do it sometime. Oh, wait, before I forget, because I also have to conclude the stream semi-soon, but I do want to say one other thing when it comes to writing. So, there's a principle in writing. Well, it's not really a principle, it's more of a theory. And it's called the architect and the gardener. It's basically a lot of writers can be split into 2 different categories, the architect or the gardener. So, what does that mean? What are you talking about? I think I've talked about it loosely before on stream. However, when it comes to the architect is somebody who, you know, they build the infrastructure, the foundations of the building before they really solidify everything else, right? So you equate that to writing as a whole. So then when you're thinking about world building, okay, so let me build the internal structure and formation. What are the relationships with each other? What are the political climates looking like in each kingdom? That kind of thing. That's the architect. They're thinking about that first. And then they're implementing the story within the building. You know, they're decorating the building after it's already built kind of thing. But the gardener and themselves, what they do this method where they plant the seed. The seed being the idea, the premise of the story, what they want out of things, what story they want to tell, that kind of thing. Oh, maybe there's a village in the middle of the woods. Cool. So then let me water that idea a little bit. So the main characters from the middle of the woods in the village, maybe they were exiled from the village at a young age. Okay, why would they be exiled from the village? Let's plant the seed over here. What if there's an unknown beast that they were involved with an unknown beast and created a contract with this beast way back when, and they don't remember this, but the village does, and the village deems them a cursed child, so they banish them into the woods. Cool, that's another interesting seed. Let me just keep watering this garden that I'm building for myself, and let it flourish and bloom into the story that I know it'll become. That's what the gardener does. Whereas the architect goes, okay, so there's a village in the woods, cool, what happens with the what's the economy of this village looking like? Okay, so let's say it's a impoverished village in the woods, and they're so and so, maybe 4-hour commute to the kingdom, and the merchants have a habit of messing around with the villagers, but there's a beast who sometimes eats the merchants, and the merchants don't come around very often, and they mess around the villagers at the expense of, you know, the beast, and being upset with the beast. Okay, cool. Wait, there's a main character, right? I gotta put in the main character somewhere. The main character still needs to get to the kingdom somehow. So how am I going to get the main character from the small village into the kingdom? And then, okay, maybe if I do blah, 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 blah. You see how it's different thinking and logic kind of thing? You're putting in the stakes versus putting in the seed of an idea. But the most fascinating part is that the best writers, what they do, they implement both ideologies and theories into one story. And that's how you can really get a long-standing sitcom situation. Because a sitcom, when you talk about general, pilots, whatever, the pilot itself can be seen as the architect's story. It's very well structured, very, very this happens, therefore this happens, therefore this happens. But then as the sitcom goes on, you plant seeds. You just go, oh, okay, you know what if they have a hilarious grandma? Cool. What if that grandma becomes a series regular because it's whatever story plotline that I'm coming up with on the fly? That stuff there, that's combining the architect premise alongside the gardener premise to create a compelling story that, one, not only makes a great profit, but two, resonates with so many people and can grant a larger audience and a larger pool to, draw some good stuff from, But anyway, that's the principles, the two. Okay, I keep calling it principles, but it's theories. It's not like solidified or anything, but when you start seeing it, you can kind of, it's hard to unsee it, and you can kind of tell what people are just based off of the theories. So yeah, which one are you, mailmates? Do you know? Yes. The gardener is my favorite writing method, but it can really put you in a corner if you have an ending you want to happen. That's why George R.R. hasn't written any more books. Yes, you have to be careful. That's why you need both. The best writers apply both, because if you don't, you're kind of screwed. You are kind of screwed a little bit. Although it makes me wonder for creators like Oda for One Piece, because Oda is very much like, I was the architect initially, and now I'm just planting a bunch of seeds and I'm building it into a garden. But now Oda is also potentially going back to being an architect to finish the greenhouse. You know what I mean? Because Oda knows how he wants One Piece to end. We don't know, but he also keeps just planting these seeds, you know what I mean? And that's fascinating to me. Yes. Oh, yo, me back from hanging out with my crew. Welcome back, meal mate. We're just yapping about stories. I can't stop. I yapped for like, how long was that? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? About just storytelling again. Listen to me yap. Listen to me go. Although, in all honesty, I should really, I'll structure things so I can talk about stories more often on stream. I think that'll be good. And reacting to story-based content as well. I think that'd be good too. Yes. Oda is an architect that got distracted by building a really nice garage and a really beautiful balcony. Yeah, pretty much. pretty much. But that's what makes it fascinating and so much fun. It's just really cool. I just love writing. I love stories. I love like how it tells so much about people. It's so cool. It's like storytelling is such a backbone of the world, of who we are as people and how it shaped us. You know what I mean? Okay. Meal meats. I do believe that it is just about time to conclude. Mostly because I have to go en route soon, and I'm gonna be in trouble if I don't go. I have to lock in, meal meats. Meal meats, will you let me lock in? Okay. That being said, I can say this delivery has been signed, sealed, and delivered straight to your door by yours truly, Posty Baby. I hope you all eat well, drink well, be merry, and thrive today. And don't forget to love yourself, because baby loves you. Platonically, of course. Platonically. Anyway, we will be doing a raid. Also, before we do the raid, though, I always gotta say my next points. 1. If you like the vibes, consider following, subscribing, all that jazz. If you want to join the Discord, I'm just saying, it's a pretty cool place to join. It's where you get all the updates from my streams and everything, whenever I get updates on the streams and stuff. And also, check out my socials, because I do post little shorts now. So if you want to see some more of me and Goofy, we've got some shorts coming out. Yes. And then, let's see here. Oh, as always, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today, and for, just being terrific, and for the support, the love, the vibes. I really do appreciate it, because it really does, it brightens up my week a lot, and it means a lot to me. So, thank you all so much, and now I'm going to leave before I get emotional. I know myself. I'm gonna go, blah! And it's like tears coming out of my eyes. Blah! Like that. Okay. That being said, please give Ira all the love. We are going to go ahead and do a little raid. Okay, meal mates? Thank you, as always, for hanging out with yours truly, and for the love, and for everything. And I hope you all have a terrific day. Alrighty, bye-bye!